Happy Veterans Day, everyone. First of all, a big thank you and our overwhelming gratitude to the veterans and those enlisted in the armed services in our country. In honor of Veterans Day, I wanted to take the opportunity and tell a story about a World War II veteran from Minnesota. About 7 years ago, I was doing a project for an internship where I sat down and interviewed several World War II veterans. I was recently going through all my archives and I came across the old footage. And one of the soldiers was named Ewert. And his story was just extraordinary. If you have a few minutes to watch, I hope you enjoy.
I was a farm kid out in the southwestern part of the state. Mountain Lake, 45 miles southwest of Mankato. And I was drafted in 1944. They sent me to Fort Hood, Texas, and I had 5 weeks of basic, and then they called us in the middle of the night out of bivouac, shipped us out. So they gave us 5 days delay en route to go home, see whoever, and then they sent us to Fort Ord, California, and from there on up into the Pacific.
And right off the bat, his story is already something I can't even begin to comprehend or act like I can relate to. He was 19 years old, had 5 weeks of basic training, and then was shipped over to the South Pacific. I can't imagine that quick of a turnaround for so many young men.
Came in to join the 25th Division, joined them at Lingayen Gulf. From there on Luzon, it was all jungle fighting. I was a BAR man, Browning automatic rifle, which was the biggest weapon in the infantry at that time. I had 2 ammunition bearers, and in fact I had 3 of them all told. 2 of them got killed, 1 of them got his heel shot off, so I ended up carrying all the ammo myself too. The weapon alone weighed 47 pounds. I had 68 consecutive days of combat. I honestly can say I never had time to be scared. I should have been.
Over 2 months of nonstop gunfire and action in the jungle. That's twice as long as he even received of basic training.
Ace Barton, my friend from Riggins, Idaho, he and I ended up in a foxhole one time. The sniper opened up on us, and I had a poncho over the foxhole. By the time he got done, or by the time somebody picked him off, he made that poncho look like a sieve. Ace was at the bottom, and I was on top of him, and I started laughing, and he said, "I don't know what's so damn funny. It's just nothing too damn funny about this." He said, "Why are you laughing?" And I couldn't answer. I had no idea why I was laughing. We got ambushed. We ran into the Imperial Marines. I got shot through the left leg and got hit mostly on the left side with shrapnel on the left side, and then also one through my stomach. 6 Filipinos carried me out.
It took 3 hours to carry him from the combat zone to the medical tent. Gangrene had set in on his leg, and El was certain he was going to lose it. But by some miracle, the doctors were able to save it.
The 7th evacuation hospital, and 7th was an old schoolhouse with no windows, and we had about 40 guys in there. And they couldn't do there what needed to be done, so they were going to fly me to Leyte, to the 191st. When I joined the outfit, I weighed 220 pounds. When I got hit and into the hospital, I weighed 147. I guess I was all muscle, though.
68 straight days of combat, got shot twice, but that's still not the most unbelievable part of his story.
How are they going to get me to Leyte? They had a Saab 4445. It's a Norwegian or Swedish plane, and they put two of us in the inside of the plane and 2 on the outside, tied to the wings. I was one of the ones on the outside. They put you in a body bag. I said, wait a minute, I'm not dead yet. What are you putting me in a body bag for? We gotta have some way to tie you down. So they said, do you want to lay on your stomach or do you want to lay on your back? I said, it's on my stomach. I want to see where we're going. So they flew us at 1,000 feet.
What? You were strapped to the wing of a plane.
Right.
In a bag.
Right.
And they flew you at 1,000 feet to get you to a hospital.
Right.
That's what they did.
Yeah, they didn't have helicopters then, you know.
Wow.
I'm a 19-year-old kid. I thought I was great.
Right.
You know? What the heck?
Well, I guess after you've had a near-death experience and you almost lost your leg, flying at 1,000 feet really is not that big of a deal.
From there on, then started getting rehabbed and put me on light duty. Light duty was being a stagehand for the Oklahoma show. Wow, I thought that's going to be great. Well, it didn't turn out that way. They thought they were still back in Hollywood, and they treated us like dirt. And I walked up to the big chief there, and I said, put me back in my company. I can't stand these people.
So this guy can handle 68 days of gunfire, but dealing with Hollywood snobs, no, game over, no chance. And so then after we were all done talking about his experience in the war, I asked him, what do you want people to know about World War II, or what it was like, for the people who weren't there? And he thought about it for a minute, and he gave me a response that was both insightful and inspiring.
The whole country was at war. It wasn't just the military. The whole country was at war. Everything was rationed. Shoes, clothes, you name it. The speed limit was 35. If you didn't need your car to do your business, you got 4 gallons of gas a week. Even the girls' nylons, all nylon, everything went for parachutes. Wherever you were in the United States, you were at war. And it was an effort that you don't see anymore. But I just thought that was really great that everybody pulled in their straps and their belts and kept the war going.
And I think that is such a powerful reminder that at the end of the day, as Americans, we're all on the same team. And when we actually work together, anything is possible. After the war, El moved back to Minnesota and raised a family in Forest Lake. In his free time, he enjoyed fishing, spending time with his family, and singing the national anthem at a variety of events. On October 25th, 2018, El passed away at the age of 93. Hearing a story like El's reminds us of the incredible sacrifice and commitment that veterans and those in the armed services make for the rest of us. If you have a veteran in your life or know of one in your community, maybe take time and talk with them. See what they have to say. Hear their story. And to all the veterans out there, we cannot thank you enough, but we are grateful and blessed to have you in our nation.